So let's say that you are creating a smile design to your patient, but when the patient smiles, the upper lip covers the gingival margins of the anterior maxillary teeth. How will you know if the design itself is covering all the margins of the patient's teeth? That's when you add an intraoral scan onto your design. I want to show you here how you can simply add those two files to deliver a more predictable smile design and also add measurements to your design to get a higher predictability and send better information to your dental technician. So let's get started. In order to upload your files into Smilify, make sure that your STL file is in a Dropbox or iCloud. To begin with, go to Menu, which is on your top left corner. Tap on New Patient and select 2D Smile Design powered by AI. I already have my patient's picture, so I will upload my picture from a Dropbox. And I will also upload my upper intraoral scan from a Dropbox. And now tap on AI Smile Simulation. Now let's merge the STL onto the patient's photo. So let me zoom in my STL and then tap on the edge of your patient's lateral, central, and lateral. And then bring these targets to the same position where you placed those dots over there. So here I have a target, lateral, central, and lateral. Make sure that you go from left to right. So red, orange, and green. Red, orange, and green. And now tap on Set Points. You will notice that your STL now is over your patient's smile. Just swipe up, zoom in, and now let's finalize our calibration using these commands that you find at the bottom of your screen. And bring it as close as possible to the patient's current smile. So what is the benefit here? On the picture, I'm not able to see the patient's cervical margins. However, if I add my STL, I am able to see the entire proportion of the patient's upper teeth. And that gives me a better predictable design to send it to my dental technician. So let me set this smile frame over the patient's existing teeth. I can use the commands here at the bottom to change on height, proportions. I can fully customize it by tapping on symmetry and turning it off. So now I can change the curvature of my smile. I can also check on the buccal corridor and ratios from the left and right side. Let me tap on Generate Smile. and the artificial intelligence of Smilify will give me a suggestive smile according to my patient's average age and facial structure. However, you can always make your own changes, and to do so, go to Smile Harmony and check on the smile curvature, midline, occlusal plane, as well as change the teeth template if needed. You can bring the view towards colors to see how our design is looking so far. On the frame, you can fully customize your design, as now you also have the STL view. So tap on Advanced, bring down to Shape, select on a tooth that you want to modify. For example, here I am selecting my canine, and I'm going to adjust the width and height. I'm going to do the same thing here on this premolar. I'm going to adjust the width. I'll rotate a little bit, and here's a frontal buccal view of my molar. I'm going to do the same thing here on this canine. As you can see, it's very intuitive. You select the tooth, you change its proportions that you want, and reposition the tooth. Here, by looking at my design, what I see that I need to harmonize my centrals so they look more identicals, and also increase the length of my laterals a bit, as well as the patient's right canine. Let me exit the Advanced option. Here, you can change colors. So you can select 3 different colors. You can adjust warmth and brightness. And once you are satisfied, you can tap on Next and have your before and after picture. Now, let's make some measurements onto my design. If I zoom in, I'll tap on Measurements, which is here at the bottom left corner, and I can drag this ruler to my desired measurement position. For example, this lateral, 9.86. For example, .93 Crown Anthony, and so on. Now you have much more control of your design, much more control of your treatment plan. And by tapping Share PDF, you will send a zip file with your patient's photo, design, measurement, and smile frame and smile shape that you selected for them to replicate into a mock-up trial for you to get your final restorations. Add the patient's name, and send it via email, Dropbox, or Google Drive. Tap on Next. Next again. And save the case. You can add some notes. For example, here I'm going to add smile design with measurements and save the case. Let's go to case management, as I want to go back to my patient's management file. And here I have a preview of my design, which I can share with my patient. I have the notes that I wrote on my design. And here I have my smile simulation, in which if I need to make some edits, I just open and edit the design. In case you need to add more files, for example, the lowers, a CBCT file, you go to Patient's Files, add all pictures, a facial scan, intraoral scan, CBCT models, and then tap Calibrate. You will calibrate those files exactly the same way as you calibrated your intraoral scan. So now that you saw the importance of adding an STL file into your Smile Design, try it out, add measurements, and increase the communication with your patients and dental technician to get that beautiful final aesthetic result that you want.